Today I have as my guest Kelly Edwards. Kelly is I'm going to call you a serial entrepreneur because you've had
Yes.
more than one business. She is the founder and CEO of the Business Shower Events, and we're going to be talking about that today. So to get started, to begin with, Kelly, since you are a serial entrepreneur, my first question for you is, how did you get started as an entrepreneur to begin with? Why not just go out and get a job?
Yes. So, honestly, back in when I started my first business, it was a very long time ago. It was a business that I started with my ex. He actually convinced me to do it. He wanted us to be, that power couple. And we started a business together. It was a talent management company. And I didn't realize how good, at that I was just like, oh wow. We started managing a couple of artists and some models. It was a good company until we didn't see eye to eye. And unfortunately we shut that company down. Now, as far as, me now, I started a company because I got laid off during the pandemic. And I didn't like my job anyway. I was there for 13 years. I felt like I was stuck. I was stuck here. I didn't know which way to go. And, both businesses kind of like fell in my lap. So, alongside of the business shower, I also have a real estate investment company as well. So that's how, I came to this company.
That's really a fantastic story because a lot of our viewers are in the situation that you were in. Their jobs left them during the pandemic, or they've been working from home and just tired of trying to juggle working full time and looking after family full time.
Yes.
And they just want to be their own boss.
Yes.
So, and it sounds like that's what you did.
Yes, that's how I felt. I was just like, well, I didn't like my job anyway. At first, I went through the motions very fast. Mm-hmm. I went through sadness, anger, and then that realization came very fast. I was just like, well, this is what I'm meant to do. I remember it was so funny. I text my mentor and I text him and I was just like, this is my mentor in real estate, because I was trying to get into real estate previously, but I didn't have the time. So I texted him. I was just like, I just got laid off. He was like, congratulations. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? How am I supposed to pay my bills? But it was a congratulations moment, because I'm going to say maybe like 2 weeks later, I got my first deal.
Fantastic. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So you went into an area that you felt prompted to go into.
Yes.
And got your first deal right away. Mm-hmm. And so when you were deciding, hey, I've tried this before, it didn't work, maybe it'll work this time, were you kind of leaning into your intuition? What prompted you to say, hey, now's the time to go do this?
So it's funny. I was at the New Jersey State Fair. And if anybody knows me, they know that I love that fair, right? So I was at the New Jersey State Fair and we were walking through, and then tarot card reader called me. She was like, hey, come here. I want to give you a reading. And I'm just like, no, because at first I didn't believe in those. Uh-huh. So I sat down, I listened to the reading. And when I tell you, she was on point about everything. And, she told me, she was just like, you're not meant to be in this company that you've been at for so long. And I'm like, I didn't tell her anything about my business or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But she told me that I wasn't meant to be in that company. And if I didn't leave, the universe was going to force me out. And I was just like, of course, everything she said that day completely went over my head. And at the time I was single. Because me and my husband were like on a fritz, and she brought him up. She was just like, the last man you were in a relationship with, you're going to marry. you guys are going to get back together. And in my head, like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm done with that. Right. So she said all these things to me and I was just like, you're wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. So I kind of like let it go in one ear and out the other. And lo and behold, March, I got laid off. So that was the universe forcing me out. And then I remember her saying, you are meant to have a business. I see you, you know, on some type of radio or television. And I'm like, what is she talking about? No, I'm not meant to do that. And then she also told me she saw me in real estate helping people, which is what I'm doing now. So she called everything that I'm meant to do. So that's kind of how indirectly that came about. And then I'm going to be honest with you, when all that happened, I thought about that moment and I got another reading from her and she has predicted a lot of new things. So it's very exciting.
Well, that's wonderful. Sometimes there are readers who are incredibly intuitive.
Yes.
And they do a great job.
Yes.
So it sounds like you found one.
Yes, I did.
So you've got your real estate investment company that you've been working at and the deals are coming and it sounds like you're pretty happy about that. Let's talk about your other company, the Business Shower Events Company. Now that sounds fascinating. So first of all, tell our viewers what it is exactly that you do.
Yeah, so there's two different sides of the business. There's the events management portion where I kind of have I'm going to say a seminar. That's what I'm going to call it, a seminar for new business owners. So at this seminar, you get to showcase your business. You get to talk about the different products that you sell. So it's almost like a soft launch party. But then there's also that education piece, which is what I was missing in my first business that I launched. The education piece around paying taxes, around marketing your business. So that's what the event provides. Now, the Business Shower podcast I created to give a platform for new business owners to come up there and talk about their business. Basically, free promotion for your business. To come up there, you're going to speak about your business. You're going to tell everybody how you got started and why you got started.
Okay, so that sounds like a fantastic give back.
Yes.
So the business itself, the part that makes money, it sounds like it's the education part. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And so are you doing coaching packages? Are you doing courses? How does that work?
I will be doing that. Right now, I'm giving away a lot of free content on my Instagram page. So no courses yet. Now that I am officially trademarked, because now we're celebrating that now, I will start to do that now. I wanted to wait till that came through before I did that.
Okay. So your company is up and coming, just like the ones that you promote.
Yes.
And so we should stay tuned for new things to come.
Yes, a lot of new things to come, guys. So
all right. So now you've piqued our interest about your last reading with great new things to come. Is there anything coming around the corner that you want to share?
Well, I will say this. She mentioned that my business will take me into traveling. So that is one. And then she also mentioned a whole lot of kids.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So I was just like, oh, really? She's like, yeah, you're meant to be a mom of 4. I was like, whoa. So that's very exciting. I'm hoping for that. That's actually a good thing.
So you're going to be in the same position as a lot of our viewers, people who are juggling, starting their business and having families. Yes.
Yes. And I'm very interested to know what that is like. You know, a little bit of a background history. I do have some fertility issues, so I'm hoping for that, to be able to have that balance. And I think the whole fertility issue has brought me to a place where I am content, because I used to be that person that's like, I don't want any girls. Girls are, you know, now I'm like, you know what? I don't care what it is. I don't care what issues it has. I just want it. So that's where I am. I think it made me grow up a little bit because I was that particular person.
Well, it
So,
sounds like the universe has something in store for you.
yes, the universe has a lot in store for me. I honestly want to confirm the last reading because it just sounds too good to be true. But I'm not gonna mess with anything. I'm just gonna let it be as it may.
Do you have any particular things that you do to kind of tune in to your intuition, to tune into your energy or the laws of the universe? What works for you?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that I do. I have my stones, which sometimes I carry on me. Sometimes they're, around me. I make sure I charge them with the moonlight. So I have that. And then I have spiritual rituals that I do for success and my businesses and also in my personal life. Fertility baths. I just actually took one not too long ago. So I do a lot of things and meditation is something that I am learning. I've only been able to do 10 minutes so far. I am hoping that as time goes on, I can be in a meditative state for an hour like my friend can do. She can do a whole hour and I'm like, I can't even get there, but because my mind starts to go other places, but I'm getting there.
Meditation is actually very powerful, as anybody who does it understands. Yes. And it's where you can actually come to that point of stillness. And it's in the stillness where the magic happens.
Yes.
Do you do any guided meditations?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes. But not all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is some light body work that I do with clients, which are guided meditations.
Okay.
And in one of them, which is particularly powerful, we can meet, or the clients can meet the part of themselves that somehow got splintered off. They heard something when they were children and they believed it, or somebody said something to them or criticized them and they believed it. And that part of their personality got splintered off, and we meet that part of the personality and grow it up to its beautiful, lustrous self, and then integrate it back in.
Yes.
And it's an extremely powerful meditation. So there are those meditations that are available, as well as sitting in the silence and allowing the universe then to contact us, which is also very powerful.
That sounds very interesting. I would love to meet that person from a long time ago. I would love to meet her.
Well, it's simple to do. And if any of you who are watching are interested in that, then please just get in touch with me.
Okay.
You can do that through my email, wendy@wendybyford.com. And we'll see if my editor can put that up for you.
Okay.
It is a meditation that takes about 25, sometimes 30 minutes.
Okay.
And you just need to be in a state where you're calm.
Okay.
And we walk through that. And everybody I've taken it through has come back and gone, wow, that is so cool.
Yes. Yes. It sounds so cool. That's why I'm just like, oh, wow. Okay.
It is a absolutely wonderful meditation. And I have actually offered that to somebody that I was doing a coaching session with a little while ago, who deals with children who haven't decided what gender they are going to be.
Okay.
And so they feel like nobody understands them. They're a little bit out on the fringes. Yeah. And so I've told her when she gets her group together, I will go in and do that meditation with them.
Okay.
And help them, just learn to feel good about who they are, however they are.
Yeah. And that's the whole point of it. So that's why I'm like so interested.
It's a great thing. It's from Light Body Work.
Okay.
And so $64,000 question for this interview, Kelly, is for women who are who've decided that, like you, They've had enough of corporate America. They just want to get out. They're ready to get started. They're like, I've got more in me that needs to come out than I've been able to express in my job, and I want to be my own boss. What would you advise them to do?
I'm going to advise them to do it. Don't think about it. Don't dream about it. Just put the action behind what you want to do, and then also make sure that you do a little bit of research as you're putting that out there. But you just do it. Like for me, I regret holding back so much and not doing it exactly when I wanted to do it. But yes, just do it.
Okay. Great advice. And for those of you who would like a little bit more education, then stay tuned to this channel. We will be posting a lot more videos on steps to take. And of course, Kelly has said that she's going to be doing that with her business as well. So stay tuned for what's coming from Kelly. So Kelly, for people to get hold of you, how would they do that?
Yes. So they can come to the website, which is www.thebusinessshowerevents.com, or you can reach me on Facebook and Instagram at the Business Shower Events. You can also either email me at kelly@thebusinessshowerevents.com, and I am on TikTok. So it is the Business Shower on TikTok, because that's the new thing now.
Okay. So you can pick one of those. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Kelly. I really enjoyed our interview.
Thank you so much for having me.
And for all of you who have been listening, thank you so much for watching this episode. And you can go on now to the next one. Take care.
Bye.